Hey everyone! Today we're going to dive into the building blocks of pretty much everything you watch, play, and listen to. From your favorite show to that game you just can't quit, it all starts with something called a media product. No, really, just think about it for a sec. Was it a movie last night, a podcast during your workout, or maybe just scrolling through your phone 5 minutes ago? Well, guess what? Whatever you just thought of, that was a media product. That's the core idea we're digging into today. This simple term that covers a massive, fascinating world of content. So let's explore this media product universe. And trust me, it's probably a whole lot bigger and more diverse than you might think. It goes way beyond just the obvious stuff. The media industry is basically a creation engine, constantly churning out an incredible variety of these products. Let's take a quick peek at just how wide-ranging that world actually is. I mean, just look at this list. The scale is huge. Of course, you've got the big ones like video, audio, and music, but then you've got animation, special effects, digital games, and even the really futuristic stuff like augmented and virtual reality. Each one of these is its own unique product. Okay, that list can be a bit much, so for this explainer, we're going to zero in on three of the most fundamental pillars of it all. Think of them like the primary colors of media. You can mix them together to create almost everything else. We're talking about video, audio, and music. First up, let's talk about the one that probably comes to mind for most people right away. It's time to put the spotlight on video. So at its very core, what is video? It's simply a moving picture. But that incredibly simple definition covers a massive range of things, from huge blockbuster movies and our favorite TV shows to the endless sea of content on streaming sites. And you can see just how versatile it is across different sectors. In the film world, it gives us feature movies. On television, it's the dramas we get hooked on. And on the internet, well, it's the constant stream of content from a million different platforms. But what's video's superpower? It's all about its ability to grab us visually. It has this incredible power to take any content and just completely captivate an audience, making a story truly come alive. Okay, on to our next building block. We're going to shift from what we see to what we hear. It's time for the spotlight on audio. You know, audio is a huge category all by itself. It's not just one thing. It's the big, sweeping soundtracks, the tiny, crucial sound effects that make a world feel real, and even whole stories delivered through things like audiobooks. Its reach is just enormous. In movies, it's the immersive sound effects. On the radio, it's, well, the entire broadcast. And in video games, it's the dialogue that makes the characters feel like real people. Audio is everywhere, working its magic even when we don't consciously notice it. And right there, that's its secret weapon. Good audio is never just background noise. It's a fundamental piece of the storytelling. It builds the world, it creates the atmosphere, and it directly shapes our experience as a viewer, a listener, or a player. All right, for our third and final spotlight, we're focusing on what might just be the most emotionally potent of all media products, music. Now, music as a media product is incredibly broad. It covers the whole spectrum, from the bands and solo artists topping the charts, all the way to purely instrumental pieces that scored the biggest moments in movies and shows. And its application is just as diverse. In film, it becomes that iconic soundtrack we can't forget. In games, it's the score that gets your heart pounding. And on the radio, it's the artist's airplay that basically defines our musical tastes. So what is music's unique job in all of this? It's all about emotion. Music has this almost magical ability to add emotional depth to a scene, to set the tone in an instant, and to pull us even deeper into whatever we're experiencing. So we've looked at video, audio, and music all on their own. But their real magic, the thing that creates these amazing experiences, happens when they're combined. You can think of them as the perfect team. Each one has a critical role to play. Video engages our eyes. It shows us the story. Audio builds the world. It makes everything feel tangible. And music drives the emotion. It tells us how to feel. And here's the big takeaway. These three things aren't just optional extras. They are the absolute foundational building blocks that shape nearly every piece of modern media we consume. If you understand how they work together, you really understand how media works. So that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question for the future.
As new tech like VR and AR continues to evolve and blur the lines between these traditional products, what comes next? What's going to be the next great media product that defines a generation? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.